Where there is will, there is way. A man with strong willpower can overcome the severe disability without a hassle and turn it into a miracle by virtue of his perseverance. Professor Shiv Jatin Thakur, who is the first blind in India to become a first ever member of the Public Service Commission, with a number of laurels to his credit, despite his severe socio-economic and visual disability from his early childhood. Child Thakur was born on June 8, 1953, in extremely poor class, whose father, late Balkan Thakur, was a grade 4 employee in Railway Hospital. He became blind due to meningitis when he was only 8 years old. Nevertheless, undaunted by his abject poverty and visual disability, Shiv Jatin Thakur was a remarkably genius child from his childhood, which made it manifest from the result of his early school. He began his primary education from Blind School Patna, pursued his secondary education from Model School for Blind Children Dehradun.
आपका नाम क्या है? मेरा नाम है सर दिनेश कुमार। कहाँ के रहने वाले हैं? मैं बाढ़ के रहने वाला, क्षेत्र बाढ़, जिला पटना के रहने वाला।
आप लोग सब जानते हैं
उनको अच्छा जानते हैं, उनको बोलते देखे हम सब।
अच्छा।
उनका नाम सुन के हम सब भी विधायक मिलता है कि हम सब भी इसी तरह से मेहनत करके आगे बढ़ना है। उनके बारे में बहुत कुछ पता था कि लालू सरकार ज़्यादा से केस लड़े थे, तो उनको भी हरा दिए थे। ये सब बात सुन के हम सबको भी खुशी होता है।
He carried on his higher education as BA Honours in English from Patna College and achieved his academic distinction in MA English in Patna University in 1980, securing first position. Shiv Jatin Thakur was a great orator and bagged first prize in All India Debate Competition held in New Delhi in the year 1974 when he was a student of BA English Honours. Apart from his brilliant academic career, he was quite popular with the students of his university. As a result, he was elected Secretary of Patna University Students' Union by a big margin of 1761 votes to his nearest contestant in the year 1977. During the JP agitation of Bihar, he led students' agitation and was sent to jail, with many of the students' leaders who are now holding the post of Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Minister and other ministers of Bihar. Professor Thakur continues to write articles of topical and national importance to the newspapers and All India Radio, advocating his strong opinion in favor of social justice. In the age of unemployment, Dr. Thakur continued to get employment as a lecturer on his open merit competition in 4 universities at a time, including Patna University. Impressed by his strong personality and professional accomplishments, one of his students proposed to him and they got married shortly thereafter. His wife Pramila Thakur is a teacher in Government Senior Secondary School. The happy couple have 2 children, son Shashwat, who is a Merchant Navy officer, and daughter Richa, who is a student of prestigious National Law School of India University, Bangalore. In March 1991, Dr. Thakur was appointed as a member of Bihar Public Service Commission. It was a unique distinction for a visually challenged person to hold the post of a constitutional functionary. His administrative performance made a great impact in the political as well as social spheres. So much so that in a resolution dated October 22, 1991, he was nominated for the Padma Shri Award, one of the widely acclaimed civilian awards from the Government of India. However, the grant of these awards was stayed by the judiciary for 3 years. Unfortunately, as is often the case with a talented person achieving recognition in public, Dr. Thakur too was confronted with opposition from several quarters, particularly from the then Chief Minister of Bihar, Lalu Prasad Yadav. Dr. Thakur would not quietly submit to the dictates and whims of the government and politicians. So the outcome was inevitable. Citing his disability as a ground for denial, a writ petition was filed against Dr. Thakur in Patna High Court. The writ challenged the validity of his appointment as a member of Public Service Commission in invoking Article 317 of the Constitution, giving reason of infirmity of mind or body as the basis for disqualifying him. Dr. Thakur is not the kind of person who would take such discrimination and negative attitude lying down. He rose to the occasion and personally contested the case in the Patna High Court and won the case. This was not the end of battle for him, however. The judgment was challenged in the Supreme Court. The state government of Bihar continued to press for the removal of Dr. Thakur on the grounds of his disability. In the Supreme Court, Dr. Thakur impressed everyone by arguing his own case, amply substantiating his arguments with apt quotations from constitutional provisions. The Supreme Court expressed appreciation for his caliber, saying, "We have seen respondent number 6 in this court, who argued his case in person. It took some moments before we realized that he was totally blind. As a matter of fact, we found him a highly competent person who has impressed us much." Dr. Thakur won the case and also went on to act as the chairperson of Bihar Public Service Commission. His achievements have won him recognition in the form of awards. In 1992, the National Award was conferred on him by the then President of India, Honorable R. Venkataraman. He has also been acclaimed as the Man of Distinction by the American Biographical Institute USA and the Man of the Year, International Biographical Institute London. He has received commendation for his meritorious work from Human Welfare Society. It is relevant to reproduce the excerpt of talk with Professor Shiv Jatin Thakur for the benefit of the viewers of this documentary.
What problems have you faced during your study because of your physical disability?
First of all, let me explain it clear to you. Disability is one of the greatest challenges for society. And unfortunately, I have encountered 3 types of disability. First, economic disability, that is poverty. Second, social disability, that is belonging to the extremely poor section of society. And the final, but the very severest, that is visual disability, or you can say blindness. I have faced all these sorts of 3 difficulties in my life, which has definitely made my life miserable and very difficult to overcome it. But I have surmounted all the problems by dint of my struggle and persistent struggle to achieve something in my life.
Okay, sir. How have you managed to overcome the obstacles in your life to attain to the status of celebrity?
As a matter of fact, I knew that I was blind, and unless I put in my effort to do something in my life, I cannot attain even this minor place in society. For that matter in mind, I have been studying very diligently. I have made it a point to do something in my career. That's why I have devoted myself fully to the pursuit of academic knowledge, reading newspapers, listening to radios, and keep myself apace with the phenomena of the world. It has added to my confidence because people continue to admire my achievement throughout my career. So it has motivated me to do something higher, and it has made it clear to me that unless I make very sustained effort in my life, I cannot do anything worth economic importance. That's why I continue to study very honestly to make a mark in my life.
Okay, sir. What message do you want to give to the young generation to make a mark in their life in the teeth of adversities?
As a matter of fact, during my 32 years of teaching, I have noticed that many of the students often complain of their poverty. Since they are poor, they cannot afford the expenses of study. That's why they are unable to make a mark in their life. But I don't subscribe to this view. Poverty is not at all obstacle in the life of any individual. Poverty can be overcome if you cannot afford books at home. You can visit library. You can borrow books from library, and you can update your knowledge and try to embellish your academic pursuit by borrowing books through your friends, through philanthropists, through library. So I don't share the view that poverty is the greatest problem in life. Secondly, I have seen some of the students often complain that I don't come from well-off family, well-educated family. I have not received proper guidance how to pursue my career. I also don't agree with it because my father was illiterate. He was a 4th grade employee in railway hospital. He did not know English at all. But I became professor of English, and students rate me higher than my counterpart. So I don't subscribe to this view that unless one comes from well-off family, well-educated family, one cannot make a mark in his life. To achieve something in your life depends largely on your own determination to make your life worth living. Once you have resolved to do something in your life, nothing on earth can prevent you from achieving your own goal.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for sharing your views with us.
Thank you very much.
This is how he makes a phone call without anyone's help. Here he is calling up his daughter Richa.
Hello, Kitty.
He operates computer on his own. He reads articles, journals and news on the internet in his leisure.
Escape. Windows N, desktop, folder view list B, Internet Explorer, enter. About LAN Microsoft Internet Explorer, page has no Alt D, address edit combo, about LAN TAE. AINDU period COM, enter, fidindu.com. 19%. 1%. 100%. GMAIL period COM.
He also uses social networking sites like Facebook and checks emails sent to his ID and replies it back without anyone's assistance. He is expert in typing.
Sign in, username, edit, enter, forms note on, SHIVAJATANTHAKUR. Tab, password, star, enter, sign in button to activate, press space bar, 1%. Forms note off, 100%. Ordered link, page has 9 headings and 84, mail invoice. Column 1, column 1, row 1, see reader. Link last chance, get up. Alt F4. Windows N, desktop, Alt F4, dialog, standby but tab, turn off but enter.
He believes that the secret behind his triumphs lies in his perseverance, confidence and tenacity to struggle against odds. His life story is an inspiration to all who need to overcome challenging situations. Although his life he has demonstrated commendable strength of willpower, resilience, pertinacity and courage.